So the name of this painting is The Mountaintop. It's oil on canvas, and it is 4.5 feet by 5.5 feet. And I debated myself between The Mountaintop and Mountaintop. And one of the ideas with The Mountaintop is our mountaintop is something that we are searching for. And here in basically the middle of the painting is the mountaintop. And this, you see a figure here that is almost like an angel greeting the dawn. You're looking for your mountaintop, but you're in this valley. There's a mountain here, there's a mountain here, and you've got this flowing into the background and these mountains to climb, these hills to climb before you get to your mountain. And this angel that is looking out into the sky and looking out at the mountain, almost in a prayer, worship, wanting to be at the mountaintop. Whatever it is that you want to have happen is the mountaintop. And in this, the sky in this is really, really thick. And usually you think of the air as not being, as kind of almost invisible, the background being almost no paint at all. But I wanted this sky to be right in the space. I want this sky to feel like this is your inspiration. And what is inspiration? You're breathing in. And this is all this air you're breathing in. And that these winds are rushing around the mountain, and you're bringing in what it is that inspires you to try to get to the mountain. I like in this, there's a path here, and there's also a path here. And I think it's really important to know that however you want to get to your mountain, you can always get to it, or you can also go to a different area. And you can also go along here and walk along here. You can go along here. So as you're walking along through this scene, you have many ways to make it to the mountain. And in here, there's a kind of a secret path. This is maybe the way that you could go directly towards it. But maybe this doesn't work. Maybe you need to go around the side. People travel thousands and thousands of miles to see mountains. And they're just so spectacular. They're so majestic. They're just such a totally different part of our environment that you don't see in Chile, to Torres del Paine, which is a national monument, and it's almost like Yosemite. And Yosemite is another that is a mountain region that's just so majestically beautiful, a rock. And you see this rock. Why am I searching? Why am I doing all this stuff for a rock? For what does it matter? But it means something to me. It means something to you. Giving you meaning in life is life itself. Hope is a drug. Hope that something is going to happen. It wakes you up, and you go and you go and you go and you go, and it gives you something to look forward to. It gives you something to plan for. And that's about this painting, is that search for your mountaintop. I love abstract paintings because they allow you to be the artist. You get to look at it and say, what do I see? And then one day you'll see one thing, another day you'll see another thing, and it gives you this sense of almost like maybe an emotional barometer, to where you can look at it and you say, how do I see it? Maybe today I'm happy, maybe today I'm not, and maybe I'm worried. And you can almost look at it like a crystal ball, to where you can look in it and just allow your mind to be free. When I start a painting, I start with perspective lines. And so I'll draw and draw and draw these lines, and draw lines like this, draw lines like this. And then I start to see inside the lines. A lot of my work is about looking. It's about sitting back, watching it unfold, and then being sensitive and listening to it and hearing where it wants to go. Now, where it wants to go, is it me or is it it? And there's a connection between what I'm drawing and what's inside of me. It's an expression. Most of my paintings, I start off with a transparent color and very vibrant colors. And then I can always gray them back down. So here I've got the reds at the top, and then I've put this green on top of that, so that it grays it down a little bit, but it also makes that gray color on the top, that gray-green, look very, very visually active. And the same thing in the sky. There's light blue going into pinks and purples and going into yellows and blues. And so the colors just sort of rainbow and move, and they have a dynamic flow to them. So in the space, there's a dark here and a dark here. And this is the feeling of being in a valley. And it kind of hugs you in a way as far as the composition is concerned, but it also brings you into almost this nest of a secure space. So this painting's abstract, and at the same time it's using a visual language. You're seeing a pictorial space. You're seeing into a surface. You're not just seeing the paint on the surface. And so when I started making art, I wanted to have art that went into a pictorial space, and at the same time have you continue to see the surface. What's really fun with making two-dimensional art like this is that you can play with perspective. And this is a line that is a very fun play of perspective. See how if you come to this line from here, this line's all the way up here, but here it's all the way back there. This is all the way back here, but it's connected to this, which is very much in the front. That the sky is coming down and is connected all the way up here. And this is a solid, but at the same time you can walk through it. So all of these plays of space allow your eye to move and interact in a very different way than if it were totally flat or if it were a totally strict pictorial space. Thank you for watching. This work is also available in prints in lots of different sizes. There's a link down below. Check out my social media. If you want to see more of these works, hit subscribe and also like. Been a pleasure, and I look forward to sharing more with you.